This series of videos will look at how best to prepare for the different parts of the LinguaSkill test. In this video, we will give you some great advice on the speaking test and specific guidance on the different parts. It's very important that we can hear you speaking clearly. Try to keep your voice at the same volume level throughout the test. This is to make sure you are understood. Always keep the microphone the same distance from your mouth throughout the test. Try not to touch the microphone part of your headset because this can create noise or interference. Push yourself to give the best answer you can. You will be prompted when you need to listen, think, and speak during the test. Try to speak for all the time available. The prompt bar shows you how long you have left to speak. Make sure you use any preparation time to think about what you're going to say. The orange bar shows you how long you have left to think and prepare your response. It's also a good idea to take notes on what you're going to say, where you have preparation or thinking time. Try to answer the question as fully as possible. Try to give examples, expand on your points, and where possible, use a variety of language and vocabulary. And don't worry if you get interrupted before the end of your answers. You won't be penalized for this. The questions are spoken to you, so you must listen carefully.
Each question plays automatically. You do not need to click to continue.
The timings are in the instructions, but there is also a countdown timer for the speaking sections. There is a countdown timer for the thinking sections too. Make sure you use this time to plan what you are going to say and prepare your answers. Once you click on the speaking test, you will be asked to enter some information about yourself. All essential information will have a red asterisk next to it to show that it's compulsory. After all the compulsory information has been entered, click on the blue Submit button to go through to the next screen. You can see here that you have the option to view a tutorial on what to expect when taking the speaking test. You can watch this prior to the test day on our main website, or you can choose to watch it before the test if you have enough time. Once you are happy, click on the orange Open button to start the test. You will be asked to check that you can hear a sound test to make sure you will be able to hear the questions and prompts.
Please change the volume using the volume settings on your device.
If you have problems after this, you will need to change volume settings and then check again until you can clearly hear the sound through your headphones. As this is the speaking test, you will also need to check that your microphone is working correctly. You will be asked to read a sample sentence, which is then played back to you. If it doesn't work for the first time or something is wrong, try again.
Hello, I am taking a speaking test on a computer.
Once you are finished, click the forward arrow to progress through to the next screen, which gives you an explanation of the test and what to expect. Please read this carefully, then click on the arrow to progress. From this screen, click on the Start button in the bottom right corner of the screen to start your test. The first two questions in the test are not marked, but a chance for you to practice. Try to speak for all the time you have. You can check the countdown bar to see how much time you have left to speak. Also, wait until you hear the beep before you start speaking. Try to read the sentences out loud as naturally as possible, and you don't need to read each sentence out loud more than once. Try to speak as clearly as you can. Remember, do not speak until you hear the beep.
The library is closed for staff training until 11 a.m.
You will be asked to talk about a topic. Make sure you use the thinking time to plan what you will say, following the instructions and prompts you see on screen. Most importantly, keep to the topic you have been asked to talk about. You will see a countdown timer for the thinking and speaking sections to help you keep track of time. You will have 1 minute to talk about some visual information. Don't worry about talking about everything you see. You can pick out what you think are the most important things to talk about. Make sure you use the preparation time to think about what you're going to say. Try to answer the question as fully as possible. Give examples, expand on your points, and where possible, use a variety of language and vocabulary. Use the preparation time to look at the bullet points and think about the topic, what questions you could be asked, and the vocabulary you will need to use. You can only finish when the test is finished, after about 15 minutes. Click on the blue close button when it appears. We hope this advice really helps you with your speaking test. Remember to watch the other videos in the series, which give you some specific tips on listening and reading, as well as writing. And be sure to watch the general test overview, which gives you more advice and tips.